Now here's another furniture website, and you might want to use this image in your rendering. If you right-click on the image, you're not going to see any options whatsoever. So you won't be able to use the right-click method to save this image, and you might not have the snipping tool to save this image. Now this particular website also has this image in a thumbnail view down here. So if you right-click on this image, you might be able to save it. So if you click on Save Picture As, you will be able to save the image. It will be a thumbnail size, so it might be too small for your purposes, but it also might work. And I'm going to go ahead and save this image. I am in my Home Elegance folder under Clients. My client is Jane Smith. I'm working on her family room, and I'm in the furniture folder. Now if you notice, it's trying to save the image as a PNG file. That's okay. If I click on the arrow over on the right, I don't see a JPEG option, so the PNG image is okay. So go ahead and name your image. And then click on Save. Alright, I'm in Dream Draper, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to insert that striped sofa by clicking on Load Image. And here we have our PNG file. Then click on Insert Image. And you can see how small that sofa is. I'm going to make it a little bit larger so I can work with it. I want to remove the white background. Remember, you can do so by using the TKO tool. I've got the Properties window open, and I will click on the eyedropper, and I will touch that white background. And if I want to remove more of that white, I can just move my slider bar over to the right. There, that's looking pretty good. And then you can just resize that sofa. Now, as you can see, this image looks okay, but you might want to have a better quality image. And just a note, I went over those last few steps rather quickly. Remember, this lesson has to do with saving images off of a website, so that's what I'm really concentrating on right now. If you want to learn how to do those commands, such as inserting images, resizing, knocking out the background color, then please make sure to view the Getting Started lessons and also the detailed tutorials on our website for inserting images or knocking out that background color. So back to this web page. If you cannot save the image using the right-click method, and if you don't have a program on your computer such as the snipping tool, you might have a program on your computer called Paint. Alright, now this lesson will show you how to use the program Paint for capturing those images off of websites. And just a note, if you are using an older computer, you might have to look at the next lesson in this series because the older versions of Paint do work differently than what is going to be described in this lesson. We're going to use a method that involves taking a screenshot of what is appearing on your monitor. Now, in order to do that, you need to depress a key on your keyboard. Now, sometimes that key will say Print Screen, And on other keyboards it could be abbreviated, and it might look something like this. Now usually the print screen key on your keyboard is located in the top, in the upper right quadrant of your keyboard. And you can see it here. And here's a close-up of what that looks like on a typical keyboard. And here's another type of keyboard where you'll see the print screen button abbreviated. And here's a close-up of that same keyboard. To find out if you have the Paint program on your computer, click on the Start button that is located in the lower left corner of your computer screen. When you click on the Start button, then click on All Programs. And go into your Accessories folder, and there you should see the Paint program. So go ahead and click on Paint.